Hello, my name is Charles Webster Baer, and this is globalinternetgovernment.com. Today is May 10th, 2010, and I'm in Bend, Oregon, USA. To learn more about me, you can go to my other website, charleswebsterbaer.com, or you can click on Charles Webster Baer. To learn more about global internet government, you can click on GIG. To learn more about the President of Earth, you can click on the President of Earth. So this is my website, globalinternetgovernment.com, and I talk a lot about GIG, and that's what this website is all about. It's got a lot of different chat rooms that you can go to, and post your own thoughts about GIG or anything else on these chat rooms. But that's basically what GIG is a bunch of chat rooms and stuff. And I came up with the idea for GIG in 2000. And what GIG basically is it's a website that will monitor all the financial transactions of every government on the planet. This is basically media speculation, and most governments provide this information. Some governments don't, and in that case, GIG will, provide that information to people who live in countries whose governments do not provide that information. And for governments that do provide that information, perhaps GIG can provide information that's a little more accurate or a little more updated. But basically, I feel that GIG is the future of the world media. GIG is all about freedom of speech and freedom of speech online, and people should be able to comment on the government and how it spends their money, and they should be able to look up that information easily. Everybody, all people on the planet should be able to do that. So that's what GIG's all about. GIG's also about environmentalism, and GIG feels that environmentalism is attempting to save the environment, and really, GIG feels the only way to save the environment is to create a decline in the human population from 7 billion to 6 billion to 5 billion to 4 billion to 3 billion. GIG feels that a sustainable level of human population would be about 2 billion humans. And GIG feels that with birth control and education, we might be able to get to that number in a couple centuries. And GIG is really three parts. It's GIG, which is global internet government, which is the first part, which is basically monitoring the financial transactions of every government on the planet. And the second part, I created GIG in 2000. I created the second part of GIG in 2003, which is WIMON, which is World Internet Monitoring Organization Nation, which is basically rags all the GIGs and says which gigs are the best and which gigs are the most accurate. Because I'm assuming that in the future there'll be a lot of different gigs. So every gig will have a WIMON to rank all the other gigs. And then the third part of GIG is Chisel. And I came up with this in 2006. And basically, Chisel is what is going to organize economic treaties between countries, regionally and globally. a lot like the European Economic Community. It'll try to create economic communities for South America, Southeast Asia, parts of Africa. So basically, countries that border each other will be moving towards the direction of a single currency and a single economic system. So that's what Chisel is. Now, the president of Earth is somebody who is elected president of Earth. And the election is every December 1st, and Hawaiian time. And to vote, you have to go to globalinternetgovernment.com or charleswebsterbaer.com on December 1st, Hawaiian time, and log in, register, and then on any chat room, post your vote. Say, look, this is who I'm voting for president of Earth, and this is who I'm voting for, and that will count as one vote. The person who gets the most votes wins, and the term begins. It's the entire calendar year. So you get elected on December 1st, and then you begin serving your term on January 1st, and you serve your term for the entire calendar year. I was elected president of Earth because I got the most votes in 2008 and 2009, and I'm running again this year in 2010. If I'm reelected, then I will stop being president of Earth on January 1st, 2012. You can't be elected 4 times. After your 3rd election, that's it, you can't run anymore. The president of Earth has no power. It's a figurehead position, a symbolic position. The president of Earth is a gig employee. The president of Earth is the leader of Women. And former presidents of Earth, of which there are none, but of which there will be eventually, form the Gig Council, which is responsible for a lot of different things, including overseeing future elections. So that's Gig, that's the website. Thanks for stopping by. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and you know, to be part of Gig is real easy. All you got to do is say, you know, I support freedom of speech, and I support women's rights, and birth control, and stuff like that, and then you're basically part of Gig. You know, so you know, you can tell other people about it. You can, you know, talk about it on the chat rooms at Gig or wherever, chat rooms elsewhere. And, you know, I think that, you know, it's inevitable that it'll occur. And I'm just, you know, it's fun to be a part of. And, you know, so that's it. And thanks for stopping by. And, you know, vote for me on December 1st. Aloha.